Hello, hello, hello. Shoot. Hello. Oh, okay. Must be using that mic over there. Well, I guess. Nah, kind of do want to change that. Hmm. Okay. Well, I am definitely being heard, and I think I'm being more heard in front of that one, but maybe I'll just speak up. Let's see how my head. I'm gonna have to either raise that or I think it's fine. The main I'll sit down when I want to speak to you guys. So I'll check the chat regularly. If you can't, I think you should be able to see me as long as I'm below this level. I have the webcam there. I have a microphone right here that is currently out of view, but I don't think it's the one that's being used. I think it's the webcam one, which isn't as nearly as good, unfortunately, but we'll make do. Today I'm gonna change the strings on my guitar. I have done this before. This is the second guitar I have gotten. The other one I got when I was like 8. This one I got when I was about 22. So I'm 25 now, and I've changed. I usually would take it to someone to change it for me, but I wanted to learn, especially if can you see Ellie here? Yeah, you can. There's a scene in The Last of Us Part Two, I believe, where they go to change their strings on the guitar, but it's over infested with zombies, so they never get to do it. So hopefully, I can give her that experience now, best I can. And I was gonna wear sunglasses because they have prescription on them, but it doesn't really seem like that's super necessary. I don't really, um, yeah, I don't really need to see anything over there. I just need to see right here. Actually, I wanted to wear them for protection, so in case something pops. So maybe I will wear them after all. I might be standing up, so you might not be able to see my face, but I wanted to be able to show the guitar strings, and I need to use my phone as well because I need to look up how to do it. So let me see if I can find that real quick. Where is my phone? Right behind me, of course. Always in the place you expect it to be the most. So I do know how to do this, but I want to make sure that I'm doing everything right so I don't hurt myself in case, Yeah, I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the video. It's the one with Fender. And I've got these Ernie Ball because that's the one that I've used before. They're going to be 1013s or 1013, 17, 28, 38, 48. Usually just say the first two, which are the thinnest strings. I'm not really teaching exactly how to do this, but I want to make sure. Yeah. So the first thing I need to do is I'm going to have to loosen each of these strings and then clip them with the clipper that I have. Okay. Still looking empty here, which is fine. I also have my other guitar here that I kind of want to wear on my back, so I might do that just for aesthetic purposes. Usually you put it on like this around the neck, and then as long as I don't do something stupid, but yeah, so I'm gonna put these on just in case. And technically this part of it can be used to take it off quicker, but I don't really think I need to use it that much. I just need to make sure I'm going the right way, and I think that I am. Yeah, low key, they do make that pretty clear which way is loose and which way is not, because that's how it pops if you tighten it too much, and that's where you can hurt yourself. So it's really important that I move it the right way. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna. They didn't make it clear, so I'm gonna have to figure this out myself. Yeah, as it gets lower, you know that you're making it looser. So it looks like on the left side, if I'm facing it, I'm gonna wind it towards me, and if on that side I'll do it away. That's the thing with these type of guitars that have one on each side. Yeah, it was always so nerve wracking, but hey, there's one. I think the last time they were actually a little thinner. I think they were 912 instead of the 1013 I'm trying to implement now. So wonderful. So yeah, you do need some tools. You just need something that clips it. You don't really need the winder that much unless you want to do it really quickly. But I don't know. I like having some intimacy with my guitar, so I don't mind using my fingers a little bit towards me. There we go. I almost went the wrong way. Holy shit, I cut another one? No, this is just the bottom part of it. I kind of flung back at me. Luckily, it's not too sharp, but the ends of them can be pretty sharp. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt myself. I wouldn't put this on stream if I thought I would. Nobody wants to see that unless it's in a video game. Huh, this one's stuck. I have to go. You have to take it out this way. That's strange, though. Why do I have. Oh, some fell down here. All right, now this is going to be a little more complicated because it'll be a little backwards. It looks like I'm pretty good on screen and I am being heard. Even if it's a little quieter, most of my videos are pretty loud, so hopefully it's a good balancing act. Sorry, Mike. Doesn't seem like you're getting used right now. So now for this one, if that one was toward me, this one will be away from me. Yeah, it's pretty loose. So I usually just like to play music, specific songs that I want to learn one at a time. And I used to go to classes, but now I'm more self-taught because I don't know. I feel like I work better in a way when I set my own schedule now, and I also had to like really want it. This is something I said I bought this guitar right here when I was like 6 or 7 or something. And I hardly really used it. I was put in classes, but I didn't do it for very long. And I decided to use that guitar recently to play this song called One by Metallica. And I really liked doing that because it was something I wanted to do when I was a kid because I used to play a lot of Guitar Hero. And I really liked that song, even though I didn't know what it was about. Now I do, and I think I understand why I liked it because I've always been a bit of a dark dude sometimes, like I guess that's why I like more like the violent games and the crazier songs and stuff, because like I don't mind tackling some of that darkness. But now that I'm older and I was able to play it, I liked having that experience. And now I'm trying to learn a different song on this guitar. I have played another song called what's it called? On this guitar that was really easy comparatively. It was by Juice World. I think you can see him on the screen. Yeah, he's right up there next to Katie. That song was not Sunflower, but it's from the same movie. It's Hyde. I liked that song a lot. And it was had a really easy guitar, so I did that song as well. But now I'm trying to learn a different song on this guitar, and hopefully in the future I can buy a third guitar. But I would like to use YouTube funds on that. Uh, under the if that does occur. But other than that, if I like have to find a normal job, I'll probably just stick to these two guitars. I want to earn that third guitar if I deserve it. Um, so that's just I like setting goals for myself that way. You can't just give yourself everything too easy, or you'll never really work for anything, in my opinion. So I know I keep saying like I don't do YouTube for the money, and I don't, and I don't do it necessarily for fun either. I do it because I feel like it's something that is needed. I feel like it's something that I can do really well, and that's something that should be out there based on the experiences that I've had playing, gaming, like watching YouTube. Like I feel like I can fill a gap in something valuable in there, regardless of how many people view it. The thing is, if I do get enough views and enough subscribers and enough watch time in that sense over the course of my life, then I could perhaps do it more often as a career. And I have made every effort to like push it forward to make sure that I have as much time as possible. I've been doing this since June of 2020, and I picked it up more heavily in 23. And now after 24, it's been about 8 months that I've been doing it very strongly. And I'm going to give myself a little bit longer before I like really intensely search for a full time job using my education and experience, because I do think I can do this. I really think I can do this. My goal is between about May to September. If I don't see anything else, if I don't see anything like steadily growing to the fact that I think I can reach that 500 subscriber or 1,000 subscriber point, then I'll just look for a job, and I won't stop making YouTube videos. I'll still be doing that. I'll just cut back on how much I do of it. But yeah, now that we have all this done and we have all these old strings, you did me well. I appreciate you greatly. I practiced with you a lot, but now for the performance, I want some new strings. So I'm going to bring them out one by one as if they're the starting lineup for a basketball team. And considering I don't really think I have any viewers, I might get viewers after the fact, which was kind of like how it was on my first stream. There were a couple of things I wanted to talk about, in particular the NBA All-Star game, because I've always really liked watching it, and I've heard a lot of, I don't want to call it slander because maybe some of it is true, but a lot of like really bad discussions about it, how it's like boring, the players don't try, it's not entertaining. I always really, really enjoy watching the All-Star game, regardless of that, because just because the games aren't close doesn't mean you're not seeing good basketball. I watch a ton of basketball, and most games are not close. And sure, if you get 8, 9 games a night, one of them might be close. But if you think about it, under that, it'll mean that once every 8 or 9 years, the games are going to be close. And at the same time, you don't want these players to get hurt, and they're having fun, and they're all really good. I enjoy watching that. I enjoy watching the 48 minutes. I really don't. I don't know. I didn't mind what they did this past year, but I do hope that in the future they can find a way, the fans or the viewers, because I bet most people complaining aren't like fans that much. Although at the same time, some fans do really like to complain a lot, and that's fair. That's in their right as well. But I personally really like watching the All Star game, and I would never want them to cancel it, and I would never want them to. I don't know. I just don't want them to take it too much to heart. So there's only 5 starters on a basketball court, but today there are 6 strings on this new guitar. The first one is going to be the 10. This will be for the little E, which is the lightest one, the thinnest one, the highest one. Then 13, that'll be the no, let's see, it's E A D G B E. So this is the B string. 13. See if I can still see everything. Yep, that's visible. 13 will be B. It's the second highest string. The third one will be 17. It is the third highest string. It is the E A D G. It is the G string. Haha, funny, funny. E A D. This is the D string. 28. I guess you could laugh at that too, but it doesn't have the same ring when there's no such thing as a D string for all I know. 38. This is the A string. It's the second lowest, and this is the big E, the 48. So I'm really curious to see how differently they sound. I kind of was thinking of getting thinner strings because the song I'm trying to play requires a lot of like. So I thought that would be easier with thinner strings, but at the same time, there's also some sliding involved, and I think that might be better with thicker strings because if it's a thinner string, you might cut yourself. This is pretty aggressive. A lot of instruments can be pretty strenuous on the body sometimes if you do it too much. But I always really liked my hands, playing with my hands. It's so fun. But this is exactly how it feels on like Guitar Hero when there's no strings. But real guitars have strings, just how it is. So I'm gonna take a quick pause. Keep checking a little bit. Don't see no chatter, so I think we're okay. I'm gonna keep watching this. So I've removed the strings. Now I need to. Yeah, that part I took out. Removing the bridge block. Holy shit. Oh, I don't have one of those. This is already here. Oh crap, that fell off. I think the strings hold it on. Yeah, this is visible. This is where the strings have to be fed through. Got it. I'm gonna have to refer back to this a couple of times. All right. No time like the present. Let's go ahead and get this done. It's not going to be super simple, but I think it'll be all right. So he started with the lowest string. I think I'm going to do the same. I don't think I need these glasses anymore because I don't expect anything to break or pop. But if I feel like I need it, I'll do it. So at guard, or I guess I should, yeah, we'll say at guard. 48, the big E string. This is the one that you play the lower sounding chords on, and it's a big part of a lot of chords. So they come very nicely circled up like this. I don't think I can call it folded. As soon as I open it, maybe I should have those glasses on. pop out like that. So feed it through the bottom here. Yeah, I see why they get pressed down. It's kind of dirty, low-key. I'm gonna clean this real quick before I place it. I have some Clorox wipes here. This is not a paid products placement for Clorox. I just like it. I just don't. It's really hard to reach this sometimes. So now that it's off, I kind of want to take advantage of that. Hope I do it the right way, though. That's the thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are face up. Like so. Oh, shoot. There we go. That's the stuff. Okay, so first up. Yeah, so I know this isn't a gaming video, but it's a Sunday, so I kind of wanted to share this with my channel, especially since I've been streaming so much on my Twitch. Felt like it would be good to give my YouTube audience a little bit of what it's like. I feel so comfortable with it now. It's kind of fun, but YouTube will always be the main gig, the one thing I have most fun having. So, but I like streaming too, just because I have to play those games off the channel anyway to prepare for a lot of the videos. So it's kind of nice to be able to also showcase some of that with a crowd that's interested in seeing it while I'm preparing for the videos on the YouTube. Just make sure that's in place here. Might as well angle it this way. Gotta line it up like that. Yeah, you can see that. You just can't see up there that much. Whoa there, boy. Now for the real question. Stringing this right. Okay, so I skipped a step. Before placing it in, I have to clip the string one more time. And I'm going to make it not too long out here, probably. If I cut it too short, I'm in trouble, so we're good right here. Yeah, I should. Might be a little long still. Oh, shit. Having this guitar on my back does not make it easier, but I've never been one to do things the easy way. Gotta provide some resistance here. Once the strings are on, it should be okay. Once I get the first one down, the rest ones shouldn't be too bad. Come on, cuz, stay on. So, if I can remember properly, I need to tighten it now. And originally, there we go. I want to make sure, first of all, though, that this is this. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Tight as F. Good. Now let's start tight. Oh, you're gonna start feeling some resistance there. Okay, I will be wearing the glasses. These are not the same glasses I wore in my Saint Denis video for Arthur Morgan Plays Poker. I unfortunately lost those at the beach, but I think it was just their time. Come on. Okay, so that's pretty tight. I don't want it to pop. That would be terrible. So yeah. Shut up. It's so interesting. How did it get so? This is very important right here. So I'm a little focused up. There's it. 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 Good. Whew. Shoot. I think I'm gonna need to clip this a little bit farther. Oh shit. Yikes. Yeah. Honestly, that's kind of good. It's kind of ugly, but I don't want it to pop. So, like I said, I've only done this one at a time. So, with practice, we get better. So, let's move on to the second string. At guard. Yeah, we'll call it shooting guard. We'll call 48 the point guard and 38 the shooting guard. Shoots lights out from mid range and can hit threes when called upon, but mostly likes driving to the cup. We got the 38, the A string. So I will be the first to admit, before somebody else says it for me, that this is not going to be perfect, but it will be mine. And so I'm happy with that. I just have to hope. Yeah, so that's why he said he said so the reason I told him to shut up earlier was because he told me to put two machine heads farther, but like his string was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whereas mine is 3 and 3. So for me, two full would be a lot longer than his two full. So I was like, shut up. That doesn't apply to me. But I know he's just doing his job. Like I said, it's the Fender video. It's one of the first ones you see. I used it the first time and it worked. But I do think that I have a different approach. So, like I said, I'm gonna try not to cut my freaking. I don't know. I'm mostly just scared of potentially blinding myself. So that would be kind of scary. But that would be if like the string were to pop and hit me in the eye like really badly. Even if it did, it probably wouldn't. But that would be worst case scenario. So that's why I kind of look away and close my eyes. So I don't want that to happen. So here goes the shooting guard, the A string. Gotta line it up down here as well on the bridge block or whatever he called it, if that's even what that is. I'll offer a little bit of resistance as I start to tighten it. A little bit of tension. Okay, away from me on this side, away from me on this side. I don't have the best memory when it comes to short-term stuff. Long-term, I'm pretty good, or if I'm focused up, but short-term, like I gotta really be paying attention. Come on, tension. Come on, tension. There it is. There it is. There it is. Come on, guys, get through. There we go. This one's being a little bit more obedient than the E string was. Let's go, A string. We love to see it. Just wrapping it around. If I have to replace that E string, I would be in trouble, but hopefully it doesn't come to that. There we go. That's it. Okay. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to find that before I step on it later. I do like to wear sandals in my room though, so I'm not too worried. But still, you never know. It's kind of honestly, my stringing is a little ugly, but hey, like I said, it's mine. It's mine. No one can take that away from me. I like that I'm still in frame over here. This is kind of a pretty awesome setup, honestly. Yeah, those that in the back, the calendars. That small one I've had since 21, and the bigger one I've had since 23. The 23 is more like long term. The 21 is more day to day, big picture. Not big picture, but it's like if I have one big video, I like to put it on that one because when I used to take 2 weeks at a time to make a specific video, I would use that one and mark it by the days. Now I have multiple projects at the same time, and some can take weeks, and some can take days. Some can take a day if it's really short. I've changed my editing style a little bit. I don't know if you've noticed. I don't know when it started, but it used to be more like 8 times, and now it's more like two. Because I think I've not perfected, but I've mastered that art of like the coarse cut, which is like where you like clip what you need to clip, and then you go back and do it again. So I used to do that 4 times, like cut it coarsely, and then I would get down to selecting details, then doing a fine cut, so like way more specific, and then I would check the audio, make sure it's all synced up, and I ended up doing it badly either way, but it's fine. I learned my lesson, and then I would do it one last time. And that's when the video is prepared. That would take me like 2 weeks for like a 40-minute video. Now I just like I split it up, and I like focus really intensely the first time. I focus a little bit more the second time, and then I ship it. That way I can get a lot more videos out now that I know, and I have more ideas for videos. So that's another thing. I have like more videos I can make. I also have more time than I did when I was in school because I started it when I was in school and working and things like that. So these still need to be tightened a lot more. I don't want it to pop, but I do think these are strong. I don't think they would, and if they did, I'll buy more. But luckily, they're only like $8 the strings. So, and then I can maybe like I don't know, match them up with each other. But at the end, I'll try and tune it, and hopefully nothing breaks. So yeah, at small forward, we have the D28. Let's see it. It's a lot thinner than the other ones were. But I think I like this one. I think this one's going to be pretty pivotal in most of it. I like the lower sounding strings a lot to play on, but it's true. The higher strings, they have their, I don't know. I feel like there's a French word I could use, like "faut-toi," "faut te laisser," or something that I have no idea because I don't speak French or even hear it that much. But you kind of need those high strings as well. I mean, if you listen to bass players, they don't really have strings like that. So that's what the guitar can kind of do on those like solos, and you can go really fast because they're like thinner and they don't hurt your fingers as much to like, I guess slide. I don't know. Maybe that's true. The thinner ones are easier to slide on. So we'll see how this thicker stuff goes here. So fucking funny. I'll show it close up after I'm done. See what I'm running at. 35 minutes. Yeah, we'll see if this reaches an hour. The goal was for it to take less than an hour. I think the first time it took me like 30 minutes, but to be fair, I am a little bit more distracted than I was that first time. So let's go ahead and clip that, and I'm gonna put the sunglasses on just to be safe. I like that they have a wider frame. Line it up at the bridge block, if that's what it's called, although I'm pretty sure it is. Line it up here. Straighten this out. It already is, would you look at that? Provide it with some tension as I start to tighten it. Come on, catch it. Catch it. Catch it. Come on, catch it. Catch that. Yep. Yep. Catch it. Caught it. Still a little loose, but we can worry about that later. Once it's all straightened out, okay. I think that'll be good once I start tightening it some more. I just want to make sure it has a good grip first. And I think that's why the thicker strings couldn't move like this that much. The way I'm moving it now, I think, oh, if it's too high, the way I'm moving it now, because the thicker strings, like they have more density, I guess, or mass or whatever it's called. And that's why I'm hoping that it'll hold just fine, even without all of these twirls at the end that I'm applying now. But we'll see. Maybe that's why he started with the low string. Most people like to eat the big frog first. I've never been a huge fan of that, but I understand why people would. I like to get the easy stuff out of the way and then spend the most time on the difficult stuff. Okay, so that's kind of ugly as well. I was just kind of reminded. I guess I never paid that much attention to it before. But 17, this is one of my favorite numbers just because of the chaos it brings. So what is this? EADG? This is the G. Nope. Yeah, this is the G. The Goliath, the God, the Grandma. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty. 17 is a pretty. What's the word? Destructive number. In my experience. At power forward, 17. God damn it. It fell off the bridge block down here. Hopefully that's not too big of a deal. I sure hope it's not. I think we're good. Well, I don't know. It's kind of funny. These thinner strings are kind of tougher. Kind of have to take this off so I can see a little better. There you are. There you are. Okay. So now it's going to be backwards. I'm kind of getting some stress out here. Halfway done, you know. That's pretty exciting. But I like that it's hearing me, even if it's quiet. What can you do? I'm going to have to speak louder. No, it's definitely that microphone over there. But that's okay. 39 minutes. At least I'm being heard a little bit. What can you do? You work with what you got. Goddamn. This poor guitar. Taking a bit of a beating over here. All right. G string. Attached. Attached. Tension. That one was away. This will be towards. Aha. There's that memory. I guess if I'm doing a similar task, it's easier. I can see why he would want to use the this tool right here to spin it. Looks like it might be a little faster, a little stronger too. Yeah, this has so much more mobility. I didn't clip it, which I should do, definitely. But don't worry, safety first. Under. There you go. There you go. This G string's fighting me a little bit. That's okay. Just a little bit, just to show me it cares. Now you got towards. There you go. Now you're caught. You're caught. Don't want to tighten it too much. I think that's good enough. Oops, nice catch. Pinky finger up. That's what we like to call it. Oh, that's center. Number 13. The B string. We'll call the 10 the final, the little E, the sixth man or sixth woman if these are all females. Tough to call it. Can't really speak for the strings. I used to this guitar used to be male because I called it Fred at first. No, I called it Greg at first after the Die Or Won't Be Kid because the brand is Gretsch. And I thought that sounded similar, but then I thought it was kind of, I think it felt a little cheapened that I was naming it after its brand. It's kind of like you getting a tattoo of your own name on your body, which some people might want to do, but I don't think Greg, or in this case, Fred, liked that. So when I filmed that Hyde video, his name was Fred. But after some time, I realized if it's an electric guitar and it doesn't need, but it might want an amp connected to it to make it louder. Maybe in the future I can invest in that, but I don't think it's that much of a priority right now while I'm not performing for a ton of people, just performing for a select people who can probably hear it without. And sometimes amps are very loud. So I changed his name to Federica because I thought that was a cool name. It's kind of has got that F to it. And it can be reminded of me of the classes I failed. Da, 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 okay, let's see how this goes. 2 left. Couldn't catch it. Slipped through my fingers a couple of times. What is it, the B? EADGB? Yep. We're almost done. I'll play at the tune. Maybe I'll play a song that I have in mind. Then I'll clean this shit up. This is my office space, if you couldn't tell. This desk or that desk. Provide some tension forward to me. These thinner strings, I don't know if it's because they're thinner, but they take up less space, that maybe that's why they require more turns. So interesting. Or maybe they're just not strong enough. Which is ironic, because you would think that some of these point guards, man, whoever's listening, they're pretty tough. They're pretty tough. They got to be kind of sizable sometimes to move people. Like kind of, basketball, they don't really put that much pressure on it, but it's true. Oh my God. The strings are terrified. None of them broke, though. What the fuck just happened? All right. Yeah, it's kind of tough to hear it because I never really liked going. I liked going to the gym afterwards for like my own reasons, but it turns out like being stronger can really help your case to be able to move people. Maybe I should clip this a little further. That's why LeBron James, even at his age, is still so dominant. is because if you watch him play, he just moves people. He moves people out of his way. He gets close to the basket and he scores the basketball. So yeah, people talk about athleticism and quickness, and I used to like really like to ride on that. And it's true. If I can get there faster than you, I can probably score. But there's sometimes there's an advantage being able to move people, and I always really did enjoy doing that. The thing is, I'm at what's my height? I'm 5'9" on the court, like with shoes on, depending. Like I have pretty long arms, so that kind of helps me get steals and blocks. Like I really have fun doing that. I'm trying to work on my vertical right now, so hopefully I can get more of that. And maybe I know there's people at 5'6" that can dunk, so if they can do it, I should be able to if I work at it too. I hope I can dunk one day, and I'm gonna work towards it. But what I'm trying to say basically is that like when I would play against people smaller than me, I liked to move them, but there's a lot more people that are bigger than me, so not always the easiest thing. These strings are fucking terrified. I don't know what happened. How they moved like that all at the same time. I don't know if anything moved here, but I'll tighten it later. I think I just didn't want to. I think they just got pushed around. This center does move people, even with the thinnest thing. They're fucking terrified of them. Yikes. All right, let's not push it too much. Let's put this facing down. Crazy center, number 13. They call you unlucky. And I don't know why James Harden changed his number from you, but just to be safe, we're going to cut your reign a little bit shorter. And finally, the sixth man. We'll call this one a forward/guard. The number 10. The dime. The little E. How much time we at? 47 minutes. I should be able to finish this, tune it, and play this song one time. I haven't played it in a while, so hopefully I still can remember it. I might have to pull out the I've written it down. What I do is I look up the notes with tabs, because there it is. With tabs, because that's a little bit easier to read. I can read music simply, but to put all the chords together like that isn't natural for me as much as it is to just know what fingers go on which strings and on which frets. This is the thinnest thing ever. I bet you can't even see it on the TV or on the wherever you're watching this. I can't see this at all. Here to be found than the previous ones, regardless of their finished nature. I can't see it, honestly. Maybe it's the sunglasses, too, impeding my vision. Glasses, I can see the reflection of light a little easier. Wah. Should be one of the final clippings, because of course I have to shorten it afterwards, and I might want to shorten some of these other ones as well once they're to tune. So let's go ahead and cut it in about here, just so it doesn't get so involved with the other strings. But like I said, safety first, to preserve my body and my organs, I guess, if an eye counts as an organ. An Augen, that's how you say it in German. Look at how this string is just so kind. It has not moved an inch from where I placed it. Yeah, these are ready to be played for sure. So yeah, YouTube is a pretty cool place to learn how to do things that you want to do. That is not the emphasis of my channel, and I think that it might be why my views don't go up as much. Is because I'm purely entertainment. I do want to inform and inspire as well, but my main purpose is not to teach. I kind of want to be another aspect of entertainment in your life, to like take your mind off of the difficult things, but maybe also will give you time to think about those difficult things and how you can work through those problems when the time for them arises. Oh, you slipped off, you fucking fiend, trying to trick me into thinking you weren't going to move and then moving. Towards me, towards me, towards me, towards me, towards me, towards me. So yeah, I understand that entertainment is less of a need, but I kind of want to be associated more as a want than a need. I hope you find everything you need in all aspects of your life. But if you want a little bit extra, here I am. Plus, like, you could learn some stuff from my videos as well. This is actually being one of the more fucking stubborn strings I've got. It's so funny. It's overlapping over all of them. I'm gonna have to hold it down. I think that's my issue. I'm forgetting how to do this. I'm getting too eager. You always end up doing the last one a little bit worse than the other ones, admittedly, because you're so ready to like finish up that you forget that you forget very key steps that are usually quite obvious. All right, you got me. I got to use this. I'm feeling it. But yeah, if you look at players like Jaylen Brown, major emphasis on strength building, like weight room and stuff, and their style of play has changed drastically to the point where I almost think it's easier for them to shoot longer range shots because they're stronger. Like if you look very closely at Jaylen Brown, you'll see that his right arm is way stronger than his left arm, and he doesn't shoot left-handed free throws. That man's shoots with his right hand, so it's pretty good. I definitely like seeing him at the All-Star game. I do think the fact that he said publicly that he didn't think Bronny James was a real pro may have influenced LeBron's decision not to play. But at the same time, I think LeBron had the other excuse as well. Sometimes you just need an excuse. But he said he was focused on the Lakers season and probably the Nuggets win streaks pretty comfortably. They look like a really good team. I'm eager to see what Luka does with his new team. I don't really think it was a bad trade by any means for either team. I think the Lakers are a better fit for Luka, even though it was kind of painful for him to leave like his first team, the team that drafted him. But the truth is, he's not Dirk Nowitzki, and to an extent, that's honestly kind of a good thing because as much as Dirk was an amazing player and had an amazing career, I think Luka not needs to, but he's more built to follow the LeBron James track, who plays for multiple teams, makes a difference on multiple different teams. And yeah, it might not be as sentimental. Like I think I would want to play for the same team my whole career. But sometimes that's out of your control. I think that's what Luka wanted, but that's not what the NBA wanted. And I do hope that Anthony Davis has a successful career in Dallas. I hope that the playoffs are exciting this year. I think he'll be back in time. I'm not too worried about that. But the Lakers are definitely going to have a better seeding than, the Mavericks will. So yeah, with that, I'm going to try. Let's see what I'm at. I'm at 53 minutes. Yeah, I got enough time. I'm going to keep my glasses on in case any of these strings pop while I'm tuning them. Am I in frame? Yeah, you can see them. So I use this app called Guitar Tuna. It has a free tuner. They always ask you to pay for stuff, but you just say, no, sorry. Because I only use it for the tuner. I don't use it for the learning. I try to learn on my own. Away from me is tightened. So we'll start with the E string, the big E. Can you hear me? I think I'm getting some resistance here. No, we're good. We're good. Come on, be strong. Be strong, Big E. You're almost there. Yes. It's shaking. It's so scary, but you got this shit, E. Good shit. Wow, the A string is fucking terrified. Sorry for my swear. To organize this one really well. Just because it's a little bit longer than the other ones. I'm just gonna have to tighten it and hope for the best, but I'll keep a close eye on it. The sound comes from here, so towards me. Come on, A. Oh, it's away from me, huh? There you go. There you go. Okay. Okay. Now we're talking. Sorry, I'm gonna have to clip the E string now because it's. I also gonna have to take this out to reach this. Nah, I got this shit. It's gonna be kind of scary because it's so close to the A. I'm sorry you've had such a rough life, A. We're gonna make it a little easier for you. Okay, that's it. There we go. That's better. That feel better? Of course it does. Of course it does. Now you have your own personal space. So yeah, I should be able to finish this up, and then I'll play this song, and then I'll call it quits on the stream. But yeah, I just wanted to do this to give you a chance to know me better on the personal side and see where the work takes place, like where all the videos I make happen. I record them here, I edit them here. I sometimes edit them like when I'm watching basketball, which isn't in this room, admittedly, but I have a desk out, like it's like a small desk as well. But I also have my personal life here as well. Like I play games with my friends. I'll be by myself. I haven't used this TV in a while, but I hope to again when I have time and the right timing. But I moved up this room a lot. It doesn't look the same way it did a year ago, and so it's a little bit less convenient there. But I'll find a way. I know I will. Two strings down, four to go. Let's go ahead and clip you to A. That's better. Yeah, this is gonna go over an hour. It's fine. We do what we can. This is way too. So towards me, Titans. I think towards me, Titans, or away from me, Titans. Away from me, Titans. That makes sense. That's the problem with these 3 and 3s, but not gonna lie, I think they're more aesthetically pleasing. So what can you do? You got to make choices. I liked this string. I liked this guitar. And since I bought it in Boston, I kind of wanted to ride the Celtic green. This isn't exactly the Celtic green, but I think it's like a sea green, which I also kind of liked. I kind of associate that as more my Poseidon, and here more as my Zeus. So you gotta make do with both. Hades, I don't even want to know where that is, but I'm sure I'll find out eventually. Who would have thought tuning would take the longest amount of time? Sorry, that wasn't on frame, I don't think. I just wanted to shorten it again. Thank you, Guitar Tuna. 3 strings down, 3 to go. Now for the G string, however you may feel about them. That's the one you're named after. Sorry about it. I didn't name you. I just call you what you're called. This freaking guitar on my back is riding me a little bit. I think I'm gonna have to give it some space behind me so that I can properly do my job. Towards me, Titans. Towards me, Titans. Yeah, these are looser. These are going to be easier, I think. Look how quick that was. Easy as pie, easy as cake. Whoa, I went too far. Come on, cuz am I stringing the wrong one? This is a dangerous one. Oh, I get it. It was at like I thought it was only moving like one at a time. It turns out it was at 20 plus, 30 plus, which is really dangerous. That's when it can pop. So this B string, you barely made it, but I can relate to that. Barely made it out, but you did. And last but not least, the sixth man. You can't win a championship without a good bench. And just like that, we have a new guitar. I'm going to test them all out, though, one more time. And maybe I'll clip a couple of these up here. I'm going to have to clean up this place like crazy so I don't step on any strings. I'll probably leave this one because it looked kind of cool, but just a little bit more. Okay. This one I am concerned about because I think it's touching the A a little bit. Good shoot. That was risky, but it worked. See how much time we're at. Hour plus. So, yeah, it'll be a little longer than that. It's okay. Maybe it's okay. That's better. That sounds better. Let me go through it one more time just to make sure I got everything okay. They know what I want to play. I wonder if I've looked it up on here before. They know exactly the song I want to play. That's what it's supposed to sound like. Whether or not it's about, whether it's about, what's it called? Yeah, I guess if it's anything, it's more like a organ transplant. I know I said I got a new guitar. It's the same guitar, different strings. That could be its own little thing. I do have. I'll play the song I'm working on. It's not done yet, but I do know how to play the whole thing. It does involve some singing, so if you're scared of singing, you might want to click off now. Not that I have any viewers, but you might be watching after the fact. So let's go ahead and see if I can find those notes. Oh, almost fell. This is tight. I do it all myself. I just think I learn a little better that way. I might have to wear some glasses though, just so that I can see properly. And for the sake of consistency, Unless I can't find them, of course. Where are those sunglasses? There they are. They're hidden. And I usually play. I have 5 picks. I think you can see them right there next to my one of my monitors. My smaller one. Let's go ahead and stay with the green. I usually like using the Fender pick, the white Fender pick, which is the name of the company that helps me learn how to do this. So, not play it, but let's see what I got. I'm playing in front of the camera. Am I straightened out all right? Yeah. They sound different already. I should probably wash my hands, but let's let her feel me. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. If I had $1 billion, well, I'd spend it all if I could find that queen or that Sancho that she found. Well, I'd pop a cap in Sancho and that's talk her down. What I really want to know, my baby, what I really want to say, I can't divine. Well, it's love that I lead. My soul will have to wait till I get back, find a queen of my own. Daddy's gonna love, wanna know. I feel the break, feel the break, feel the break, and I gotta live it up. Oh yeah, huh? Well, I swear that what I really wanna know, my baby, what I really wanna say, I can't define. That love, make it go. Oh, oh. My soul will have to. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I got this. Here. Ooh, what I really, what I really want to know, my baby. What I really want to say is I've got mine, and I'll make it. Oh yes, I am coming up. Tell Sanchito that if he knows what is good for him, he'd best go run and hide. Daddy's got a new 45, and I won't think twice to stick that barrel straight down Sancho's throat. Believe me when I say that I got something for his punk ass. What I really want to know, my baby. Ooh, what I really want to say is there's just one way back, and I'll make it. Yeah, my soul will have to. Sorry. It's a work in progress. I've been practicing a little bit of time because I was waiting to change the strings. They were a little sweaty. They are a lot thicker. So even though it's noticeable, it's not like a substantial difference. It's a little jump up. It might affect the sound, but it sounded pretty good to me. I'm happy with how it is. I got to keep working on it though before I'm ready to present it. But you're a different type of family to me. I appreciate you a lot. If you're here, if you aren't, if you see me in the future, if you see me in the past, like whenever it is, I'm really glad to be a part of your life in any way that it is. Like I said, I'm here to entertain. I'm here to inform where I can, and I'm here to inspire most of all. whatever it is that you want to do in your life, I hope that I can help you get there. Even if it's just for some times in the day, you get a laugh, you get a smile, you get something, even if it's a cry. I don't know. We'll see if I delve into those games in the future, but I'm definitely excited for the future of this channel. No matter what, no matter how much it is, I'm so happy to be a part of it. Whether it makes money, whether it doesn't, whether it consumes my life, whether it doesn't, I don't care. I'm happy to be here. I appreciate you all. And yeah, it's been Tog. I hope you enjoy your night, evening, morning. Unless you're watching this live, then I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, your Sunday. I assume it's that time of day everywhere in the world, but maybe in some places it's not. So to be safe, enjoy the rest of your night, evening, morning, whatever it is that you're doing. Stay awesome. It's been Tog. Peace out. See you in the next one. Far Cry 3, March 11th, will continue with episode 39. It'll be a good one. I'd say to be there, but I'd say watch 36, 37, and 38 first. They are worth watching, in my humble opinion. Says a lot from a guy wearing an Oklahoma City Westbrook jersey. Yeah, I haven't done this in a while.